Thanks, Luke. Thanks, everyone, for attending. I mean, you look at the array of unions here, I almost feel sorry for VICT, like a union busing company. Do you know what? Yous are in big trouble. And look, you've heard Sally talk about some of the stuff that come out of the High Court, where we fundamentally have not got the right to take strike action, which effectively makes us slaves. That's how the laws in this country are going. Now, for a number of years, we've decided to take on these bad laws. You know what? If they're shit laws and they're there to design to never let you in, why would you play by them? So we have chosen not to play by them. And we've been fined millions of dollars by some of these judges and, you know, just sit there, probably never done a day's work in their lives, and they pass all these comments on us. They call us all sorts of names. Yet you get some employer that breaks every law under the sun, kills workers at work, and total silence from these judges. You don't hear a word. They don't say anything. Have you heard any of these judges talk about these companies that have made billions of dollars in this country and not paid 1 cent tax? Not 1 cent of tax. I mean, we don't fill out a tax return, but you put something in there that might not be like 100% on that. I mean, you just about got federal police knocking down your front door. But they can get away with hundreds of millions of dollars that don't pay tax, and they get away with it. And they call us the criminals. We're the criminals. That's what they're trying to do. They are trying to criminalise unionism. MUA members that are turned up here today were all threatened with the sack if they came here. And you're to be congratulated. You are to be congratulated for defying these fuckers and coming down here. Because you know what? It's your fundamental right to withdraw your labour whenever you want. Everything we have today, every single thing we have today was won by breaking the law and taking industrial action. You show me one thing we have today that no one fought for. Previous generations fought for all this stuff. These fuckers have never fought for anything. We fought for it all. And we've had to break laws to get to where we are. They called us criminals, they called us all sorts of things, but we won in the end. And we'll continue to win. They might fine us millions of dollars, they might call us all sorts of names. But you know what? As far as I'm concerned, I'd rather be here any day of the week. And you know what their problem is? They haven't got the guts to stand up for what they believe. Not one of them. They would love to belong to something like this. They'd probably look at us and say, geez, I wish I had a bit of heart and I could be like them and actually stand up for something I believe. Because you know what they belong to? They belong to fucking nothing. We belong to something. You know what? He is a fucking scab. He's a fucking rat. Under Australian law, we're not allowed to display rats. We're not allowed to display rats. That's what the Fair Work says. Federal court says you can't display a rat. Well, you know what? That's what this country was built on. Scabs didn't build this country. Workers like yourselves built this country. Immigrants from all over the world. That's who built this country. And remember one thing. You've seen in Parliament, same-sex marriage got passed. And we all supported it. And it's a fantastic thing for the trade union movement in the Australian public to do. But remember, at the same time in this country, as workers and as unionists, we have no rights. That's how hypocritical this government is. They try and give some rights in some places, but if you're a unionist, you get no rights. We're just treated as common criminals, and yet we all built this country into what it is. And that's an absolute disgrace. So you know what? He's them celebrating one thing, we all celebrate and support and push that, but yet when it comes to unionists, we have no rights. And that's what they're trying to do to us. And if we follow them laws and abide by them laws, we will never ever win. Never. And remember that. And sometimes you get a bit, oh fuck, should we be doing this? Oh, if we go over there we might get fined a few $100,000 and all the rest of it. That's what we're there for. That's what all the money the unions have got. That's what it's there for. Not to buy buildings, not to invest in shares and all the rest of it. We build up the